Is the Pentagon trying to smear Luis Elizondo? Okay, before we get into it, please hit like, please subscribe, share on social media, and as I'm going through it, please comment below and let me know what you think. Okay, let's get into this. By the way, this is part of the series that I call Parsing Lou, where I take little bits that Lou has said in various interviews and examine them in greater detail.
And one of the people tasked with investigating such things was Pentagon counterintelligence official Lou Elizondo, who resigned in 2017 after 22 years because he said those above him refused to present his findings to then Defense Secretary James Mattis.
I was facing significant resistance informing some of the most senior levels of DoD leadership about our findings. And I wrote in my resignation letter what I think the boss needed to hear, and that was that these things are real.
And after he left, Elizondo says efforts were made by the government to keep him quiet.
What they do is they threaten your security clearance, so they know by cutting that string, in essence, that keeps me from being able to stay employed. And so that's a very clear way of saying, hey, you better mind your manners, you better shut up, otherwise we're gonna shut you up.
But Elizondo hasn't shut up, and the Pentagon now denies that he was ever a part of the U.F.O. investigative team in what he calls an attempt to smear his reputation.
The personal professional toll has been severe. I live in the middle of nowhere because of what this has done to me. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to have a job tomorrow, to be quite honest with you, just for having this conversation with you.
Oh, the Pentagon is actively trying to smear Lou. They're still trotting out that same old line about how he didn't actually work for E.T.s, even though we have documentation that proves that he did, and Harry Reid even says he did. They are still actively trying to sabotage Lou, even going so far as to threaten his security clearance, which could harm whatever career he has. We still don't really know what that is. My guess is it's some sort of security consultation, but I have no idea. If somebody else knows, please let me know in the comments below. But whatever he's doing, he obviously needs his security clearance, which many former high-level Pentagon people do. They rely on that in their post-Pentagon careers. And so threatening that is a big deal. But it should surprise nobody after what they have been doing so far. All the skullduggery that has gone on to suppress the UFO issue over the decades is mind-boggling. And the fact that they're still doing that now, when we've got multiple confirmed military videos, we've got the U.A.P. report saying it's not us, and it's, probably not China or Russia, but who knows what it is. After all of this, they're still going after Lou and still trying to suppress this information. They are putting up one roadblock after another, trying to slow down this steady drip of information that's coming out about UFOs. I'm not surprised by that, but I am disappointed, and it makes me wonder what exactly they're hiding. How deep does the rabbit hole go? Are we talking secret space fleet here? Are we talking about, maybe working with some E.T.s underground in various locations, like possibly Area 51? Are we simply talking about attempting to reverse engineer alien craft and having some or no success at that? There are all sorts of different levels of conspiracy theory that you can buy into. Personally, I tend to stick to that middle one, but who knows? The rabbit hole could go very deep indeed. One thing is for sure, though, they are still giving Lou a hard time about this, and if they're giving Lou, this very public person, now a hard time about it, who knows what they are doing to others who have less defense. Lou can always go to the media, but not everybody can. But thank you, Lou, for taking the slings and the arrows and for getting this information out there and for being an advocate for disclosure. I, for one, really appreciate it, and I know I'm not alone. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Also, comment below and let me know what you think. And as always, if you've enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the subscribe button and then the bell next to it to be notified of future videos. Until next time, Cosmic Road out.